It's the Cobry Cafetiere of cloud knowledge. Oh yeah.
Google built amazing tools. They realized organizations could use them, and that's businesses, yes, but also schools can use them too. And they offer it for free, I guess, as part of their strategy. I think there's two main things technology-wise they offer. That would be the workspace tools, and the other side of it would be hardware.
The most basic version is basically what you get on free education and free non-profits. There's a couple of little differences in there. I believe you would still get access to shared drives. I think that's the only difference. But in terms of data storage and security features, device management, that sort of thing, those more in-depth options are restricted to the enterprise versions.
There's different ways that you configure the workspace environment. Usually, if you're education, like generally, you want to disable a lot of services, especially as the students get younger.
If you go to Enterprise for Education, you're going to get call recording, meeting recordings, you're going to get Q&As, polls, breakout rooms. You're also going to get things like data loss prevention, advanced device management, and all those kind of extra controls and advanced reporting so that you can do your audit logs and things like that as well from an administrative perspective. It's an app that you go to. It's classroom.google.com. You access it the same way you would any other Google Workspace app from the launcher. It's included in all tiers, so it's available. It's not just on education. And basically, it's like a little portal that students and teachers can access. And within there, they can see basically like a news feed like you'd have on social media, but specific for that one class. So all the information that the teacher wants to post, like whether it's assignments, whether it's little updates and notes. Then there's other sections to actually manage your workload. So you can see everything that's been assigned to you, what's outstanding. And these would be in the form of obviously like Google Docs or maybe Google Forms if it's a multi-choice sort of quiz that you've been assigned. And then you'd also submit your work in there as well. And the teacher from their side of the portal would be able to review all of the work. They can leave little notes on the documents. They can send it back for any updates that need to be done. And then they would also grade the coursework in there as well. So it's basically a system to manage every aspect of teaching and managing a class, but virtually. Generally, there's usually two different sets or two different types of end users in education. So you'll have like the office staff, and for them, we would do the same standard training sessions that we offer in any new companies because they're going to be using it in the same kind of way. But then for the teachers, we would still cover all the same content, look at the same apps because they're still going to have to use them all, but it would all be built around Google Classroom.